just want to put this out there. It's me, your ghost with the most, Zevious86. And I would like to extend an invitation to all of you people out there to check out my YouTube channel, The Retro Gaming Dojo, and all of the adjoining social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on there. Search up that The Retro Gaming, one word, Dojo on those platforms. I talk about wrestling. I play a lot of cool ass music, and of course, the main dish of the channel, we live stream video games. So come through, come hang out, come chill, listen to some dope beats, and I'll see y'all there.
Is that tres leches?
Huh?
Is that tres leches?
No, that's just a regular strawberry parfait. I really haven't had one in a while. Not sure if I've ever had one.
Have you ever had the tres leches?
I had the tres leches cake.
That shit goes hard.
Man, yes it does.
Parfaits are the shit.
They didn't have it. They had the chocolate and strawberry parfait.
What is AI ass shit? Just little Mike Tyson credit.
This guy pulls up today on
Typed in AI. Show me a worthy opponent of Mike Tyson.
Fucking Goku, nigga.
What's the world?
Dude, that's who Mike Tyson is.
I hope he's hungry when they go into the fight because he didn't bite that motherfucker something off of him.
Let me go ahead and throw the motherfucking intro up, man.
He's smelling some of those, the ear jerky that he made.
I remember that. I remember that shit.
Yeah, he made jerky in the shape of an ear. He needs to send that out to the white boy.
It is live on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook.
All right, so
now we're gonna kill the music.
I'm recording on the audio, of course, but for those who listen to this, we were live.
We are.
We is live.
We is live
On Facebook and Twitch right now.
Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, we are on everything.
Oh, let me hit the fan. Yeah, we got fans in here today, y'all. But tonight, y'all, we got fans. I'm gonna make sure I hit them like Diddy.
No Diddy.
Not I'm gonna tear that shit up. I've been trying to avoid this shit. They just keep popping up.
Bro,
No Diddy.
I was listening to fucking It Is What It Is, them niggas, bro. They just make it hard not to hear it. Because they been saying it constantly. I be dying laughing, bro. Mace be killing me, man.
Bro.
This nigga Mace is hilarious.
You know, Mace probably wait for this shit forever.
It's payday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, residuals, everything. Like,
oh, my God.
It's going to be a point that somebody who owns them, like the rights of the songs and such, got to start selling.
Reverting to
And
masters.
he's going to do like that shit. Michael Jackson did to the Beatles.
Like I was telling you, I don't know if I said it on last pod, but Diddy was selling a lot of those publishing, bro, for stuff before the cases happened. So he might have known when it was coming.
That's what Gene Deal was saying. Well, that does look good.
All right. We're now officially live on the video as well. I'm going to switch over to the slide and kill the intro.
Bet, because we have not.
Strawberry on point.
Yeah, man, because we have not even done the tags yet. So that's perfect.
Haven't. So let's go ahead and get to that.
So you know who it is? It's your boy Dez, aka Comic Dez 85 if you're on TikTok.
Yes, sir. And it is your boy Hook. I am at the Retro Gaming Dojo on all of your social media platforms except the lame ones. Chris? And Chris doesn't have shit. He does have socials, but he's not going to share them because you motherfuckers don't need to know. So what are we talking about today, Des?
We starting off with the talk about it or the rec room?
Well, I think we should hit the rec room subjects right now. Let's go ahead and get the...
Bet. First off, though, we got to congratulate you on getting promoted.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. I guess that's a current event.
That is current
event.
Okay,
very current.
I shared this on my IG earlier. If you follow, you might have seen it.
Cheers
Got
to
a lot of congrats from the homies. I'm about to pour up after this. After I share my news. So I work for the post office. For y'all who don't know, I'm a mail carrier on the rural side of things. Today was my unofficial last day as a part-time flex rural carrier.
Essential, ladies. He's an essential worker.
I mean, yes, I am.
That means benefits.
In about 2 weeks, officially, I'll be a regular rural carrier. I'll have an assigned route. But in the meantime, in between time, my supervisors have hooked it up, so I'll be working that route until then. So I'm not on the part-time worker schedule anymore. I'm on the regular carrier schedule. That's great. I'm gonna be working in town over, and so that's just a really good situation for me. It's wonderful.
I might still see you out and about.
If you're in Heights, yeah, you will see me out and about.
Mm-hmm.
I was catching all the time when I had the one route I was doing. That shit was crazy. I kept running because him and D-Wayne do work on this house on this property, and I would pass by there, and I remember I ran into Diz one day. I was like, "What the fuck, Diz? What's good, nigga?" She dapped him up. Then another time I came through, a couple of weeks later,
Yo.
it's him and D-Wayne. I'm like, "Oh, so y'all just this is one of the things y'all working on together. All right, cool." So that was a cool little situation. I'd run into them every couple of weeks.
And
There
during
during
one
the
time,
season.
that was it.
I mean, he usually works out in,
Round Rock or something like that, right?
no, like, what's that? Moody. He's
Yeah.
out in, like,
Moody, really?
area. Yeah.
Oh, way the fuck out there.
Bro.
Been out the Moody maybe once or twice.
He's traveling, like, every other week. They're, like,
Yeah,
Florida and
he's
shit.
got a nice little gig together for himself, man. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, bro.
Hey, he ain't worked for no man in,
Fucking about 10 plus years.
at least, when Taco Bueno.
Yeah, I think it was the last job he had. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
that was the
working for
last job
somebody.
he had. Taco Bueno.
That place ain't even open anymore.
He outlasted them.
You see it?
He in the business.
Man, they had the thickest cheese. That shit would give you the crazy ones, bro. I could never eat there, bro. Why is this queso so big? Yeah, the shit's all
Stick a
night.
chip there. Fuck, I gotta heat this up. Put in the microwave for 5 minutes.
Fuck, man, you gotta put some milk. Cut this shit, man. Hey, give me some canola oil, man. What the fuck?
They took your motherfucking shirt off.
Oh, come on. You went there.
No Diddy, bro. What the fuck?
No, you said cut it, man. Like cocaine, like the coke house, man. Shit. You watch goddamn New Jack City?
It's been too long, bro. You just keep calling me.
I was just about to say, Pookie.
Oh shit! My God, man. Oh Lord.
What else we got that's current, man?
Chris, you got anything, man? You got
For
anything?
current,
There's some
with
wild shit.
we keep throwing the Diddy around. Kuchar and Squad are getting involved now.
I
Actually,
heard that.
Kuchar and his wife, Mila Kunis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all the way back to Demi Moore, was it?
Right.
His ex.
Hmm.
So back
Really?
when she was doing something with little boys, he separated from her, and then, ironically enough, started an anti-trafficking corporation.
Yeah.
And met with like Senate and stuff, right?
Yep.
So
I remember that
It was
there's that one video of him talking about the feds coming to his group for help
yes.
for the human trafficking
Mhm.
thing.
So he was doing on the surface level possibly great stuff.
Yeah.
But him and Diddy, he went to some of the freak offs and stuff, and it's catching up. And now Mila is basically told him, if you want to stay married, you're not going to go anywhere near all of this.
Of course not.
And so
I mean,
he's on the list.
It's very, and
He's
this is the thing about that list. And me and you talked about this off the pod.
Yeah.
You don't know how many people knew about all the crazy stuff Epstein was doing. This could have just been parties.
Yeah.
That these people were invited to.
Like you said, the rooms, don't go in there. Okay, cool. I never went in there. Didn't
Exactly.
know what was behind
You don't know
that
what's going on behind
that
the door.
floor.
You hear these big parties. There's all this fucking money going around. You're meeting people. You network. You're networking. That's what you're going to.
Especially he was growing a business,
Exactly.
and he was trying to network.
Yeah.
He wasn't aware, possibly, that.
Hey, everyone here is the kind of people that you are trying to get fucking
Yeah.
thrown
Oh,
in
y'all
jail.
want to be friends with me, so you know where I'm at.
Exactly.
It's like, oh,
Exactly. I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just being devil's advocate.
absolutely.
He very well could have not known, and I'm sure a lot of those people that went to those parties did not know. For instance, Eminem's on that list.
Well, word is that they had,
We talked
word.
about that. Like, I don't think he would do that, especially with the whole
His daughter and
wife
everything.
his daughters,
Yeah,
and all that other shit.
But
Yeah,
word
that's
is
it.
they got
Bro,
warning that after, like at Jamie Foxx's place.
What happened?
They got warning, kind of like at Jamie Foxx's place. Then I kind of, rolled my eyes, like not throwing no shots out there. But
Yeah.
You know, at a certain time they get that call. You know, last call. If you ain't down with what about that happen, you know, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, of course. And matter of fact, who's was it? Fox was talking about Denzel, telling him about leaving parties.
Yes,
that
you always leave with Denzel.
Yes, and
Denzel leaves you.
Denzel's been to Diddy parties before, and
yes. But he knew.
And fucking,
he knew some stuff.
Jamie was like, "Why do you always leave so early?" And then what was the quote?
Guys, something. It was sinister.
I think you leave before the devil shows up.
Yes,
I think that's what
that was pretty much but that was on point. Yeah. And
so
that's profound.
He would always leave early. And it's like...
And look at Denzel now. He's almost ostracized. He did The Equalizer 3 pretty much for free. Just to get that type of message out. Did you watch the third one?
I have not seen it. I haven't watched it.
All human trafficking type
thing. All those movies.
Yes, but this one seemed a little more direct. Like his acting,
yeah.
If he could have been fourth wall breaking, he was staring at people that were doing the wrong. You could see it in his acting. And he took like no money for the acting role. He said he wanted to do that out of passion. And that's, I mean, yeah, he's Denzel really into work. But, you know, his standpoint on that,
probably a message that he's wanting to send.
Yeah.
He should.
If you can help, you can help. But use your platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Like Taken.
Yeah. Same thing.
I think Liam seems a little.
I mean, he's just taking a role, but still, like
I don't know. Liam seems a little snaky.
He's just crazy. That's it.
Yeah,
he's just crazy white dude.
You Irish?
I feel like he's done a lot of coke off some buttholes and stuff.
Probably.
Oh man, he's from that area.
Yeah, probably, bro. A lot of people probably have. Shit, I probably would have. Back then, I wouldn't fuck with the shit now. Shit's cut with all kinds of crazy shit.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Which, mind you, if y'all heard the last episode. That I know, what was the Shattered episode?
I feel like.
Hold on, if you heard the Shattered episode, when you have like a broken anything, bone, whatever, fentanyl ain't shit. That's my experience.
It gave me a nasty headache in the hospital.
Really?
I will say, this out of me.
I will say.
But did it cure your pain?
No, it gave me a fucking headache.
There you go.
I will say when I had my tibia broken and they had me on morphine, that shit did not help at all.
Oh, morphine.
Morphine's great.
I feel like I can see pupils dilate. Oh no, I'll go to the hospital and get some morphine.
I'm with you on that one.
I got a headache.
They kind of dulled it a little bit, bro,
yes.
But that shit was painful. I was like, this morphine ain't doing shit for me.
Oh, they gave you a slight dose, because the dose they gave me, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, I tell them all my back stuff, like hardware I got, and they're like, oh. I was like, yeah, the liquid Tylenol and stuff, and they gonna do it. Nah. And she's only got hardware.
Man.
The damn nurse. Secret reserve.
Yep, the nurse.
Now, the shit they shot me up with when I got my surgery? Yeah, bro. I didn't. Bro, all I know is, because they put me under, and they were like, we're going to shoot you with this stuff for pain right after surgery's done, and then we'll wake you up. Man, I woke up. I was gone. I didn't feel shit. When I got home, though, they're like, we're going to give you this morphine. This stuff that you have right now is going to wear off. Yeah, you're going to feel everything.
Yeah, the pills ain't nothing compared to what they got.
Nigga, I got to the house. Oh, okay. That shit wore off. I don't know what they gave me, but I was like, that shit was the truth. I needed more of that.
They gave you that liquid morphine.
But they can't give me that because, addictive.
Well, that, and they're not going to let him leave the hospital.
Hey, that shit to the IV, though.
Knowingly. I was upset.
That shit to the IV, when he put it in, he was like, I'm about to give you this to throw your pain. I was like, what are you about to give me? Yeah, I was like,
I'm saying, I feel like I can see.
I was like, what are you giving me? He was like, you about to give me? You getting morphine? I was like, morphine? Ain't that like addictive? He was like, oh, we got it. We got the right dose and everything. I was like, okay. All of a sudden my chest got heavy. I sat back.
After they hit you or before?
No,
as you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, it felt like this. It was like a nice weight, like a weighted blanket got laid on me.
I see why.
Right, I was like,
I wouldn't do this because I'm not gonna blow out my veins and stuff. But I see why.
I told him straight up. I was like, hey, this is morphine. He was like, you feeling good? I was like, I'm feeling real good. Seeing spots and shit. I said, Doc, I'm seeing spots. I was nice.
Said I was
5 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, that shit sucks."
They had me on the drip for my second surgery. And I told him, I was like, I hear colors, guys. The nurse came in. I was like, "Ma'am, I think I pushed this too many times." And I didn't know where. I thought it was in my hand, but it wasn't. Apparently, it got wedged between my leg and the bed, so that bitch was just like pressed in for like 30 minutes.
Yo, my dog
back was
over there, bro.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Oh shit!
I didn't know. I thought it was in my hand.
That's how high he was.
Bro, feeling great.
He was like, it's not in my hand. I think I keep pressing it. Bitch, that shit is not in your hand. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's giving colors.
Man,
Colors on a Pink Floyd movie.
I know you're feeling
Boy, I want to play
Memories.
some Boy, I want to play some Play for it right now. Fuck. Can't do that. That shit be a copyright hit quick.
I did.
Facebook be like, nope.
I do not own the rights to this.
Hell no.
They don't care.
Going back to
any color you like, that's my shit, bro. Jesus.
Going back to Jonathan Majors a few weeks ago, months ago.
Months ago, yeah. Man,
I saw
he's working on a new movie right now.
I seen that, but I saw briefly.
Oscar worthy.
I saw briefly that he filed for the the appeal. Nah, that's no go.
No,
So he about to go in for sentencing.
Kevin Feige got his snipers out there. Oh, he did what? Shoot that paper up. Caught fire.
He's not gonna appeal. I mean, he was clear of one charge, but they're definitely keeping him other charges. They made an example of him. That's what that was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they weighted so much of that saga on him, and he's going to do all these versions of him.
Oh, no,
his contract was.
We were talking about the court case. But
that
continue.
That too.
Continue. The Marvel shit. Oh, wow. Yeah.
They've got to deter all of that.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
Did y'all hear Silver Surfer?
Mm.
They're doing the female.
I did hear that. What?
Yeah, the white chick from Ozarka or something, Netflix show. Ozark. I don't know. Didn't catch it myself, but apparently it's a big cult following from a Netflix show. Mm. And this little blonde chick who's known on like memes and shit for swearing or something, she's going to be the Herald Silver Surfer. And they did it, I think, out of spite, just to let the internet run wild with all their, it's a woman, you can't do a woman in a male role.
But the multiverse, that's how he's gonna flip it.
Thing is, like, there's so many heralds of Galacticus that there's even a female one, but not the Silver Surfer. Mm. She has her own name and her own identity. They're just doing the good old, DIT thing or whatever. DI.
Yeah.
Your cast. I'll keep my hands off.
No, you're good. Bring your opinions, man.
They got a checklist when Disney or Marvel makes movies, and if everything's not checkmarked, it's not going to be made. You got to have everything. Yeah. Look at our poor Morph. He even had to get in on it. I mean, like you said, it made sense. Cool, but...
What you talking about, Morph? The whole, the non-brand and everything?
Yeah.
Got another example for you. Black Panther 2.
I hadn't seen it.
I mean, I'm not going to say don't waste your time.
I kind of want to watch it, but I was like, my biggest thing was, why don't we just recast?
I think it was an issue of the actors and actresses within the film. They felt strong enough to the standpoint that they...
Fuck that shit, bro.
It was a bond that they...
You don't fuck up a script.
Greatest films...
You don't fuck up a script made. And a whole story fucking universe because, hey, we don't feel like anyone else should get this role. Like, come on.
We had X-Men coming in line. Storm and T'Challa could have had Missionary.
Man.
They would, Elizabeth's going to adopt now. That's fine. They can do that, but that's what
I'm not saying I don't have any respect for Chadwick, but I mean, like, he's not the only person that needs to play this fucking role.
We recast War Machine like it was nothing.
Oh my god.
They even just did a joke about it, and we walked in. Oh, Brody? Yeah, man. Sit down. Get over it.
I mean, not to mention, like, motherfucker, we have another Black Panther in the Black Panther movie. So, obviously, this is something that can be passed down. You literally could have just had either someone else be the new Black Panther, or...
Could have had, like, Killmonger's body just, like, finger twitch reanimation, and then he came back. But he would have, like, a different mentality to where he had the hunger.
No, we don't need another Killmonger.
No, he would be Killmonger. He would be, like, tweaked up, like he changed, like, for the good. And he had his desire and passion.
I don't like that.
But take over the world. No.
I mean, it's a little bit of what if.
I don't like that at all.
Okay, that's fair.
Personally. I don't like it.
I just don't like in the second one that they put their only leading scientist and everything builder to go out and possibly die. Once she's dead, who's making all the gadgets and gear and holding down Wakanda?
I mean, they have other scientists.
Others, but they all went to her for questions.
Bruce.
She was smarter than Bruce.
Well, she was smarter than Tony.
You know who should have been.
It was heavily implied she was smarter than.
But that's why Reed is
Oh,
coming.
we didn't.
That's why Reed is coming.
I loved when like I think they had Tony say something and then she's just kind of like, yeah, no. I did like that. It's like no, Shuri is really got smart, man. I had hoped that she wouldn't be such a like. I hated the fact that it was like okay, she gets the fruit, she becomes the Black Panther, but since Shuri has like zero combat training in this version,
Yes.
it's just like I get the whole she doesn't have any combat training, but isn't the whole point of the Black Panther that you gain the knowledge of all the previous
because
she
Panthers?
She did.
So shouldn't she have combat training? Then?
She did. Because all of a sudden she was able to go toe to toe with Namor. Oh, excuse me, Namor.
Is that how they say it?
Yeah. And well, not only that, right? So
Did they really lean into that?
yes, they did heavily.
Tough.
Heavily.
I watch that.
It's like
Yeah. They
no,
made it a
it's
point
like
to say,
literally.
no, this ain't a Lances for sure.
No,
This is Aztecian and stuff.
they named me. No,
I remember someone was talking about that, and they were like,
no
they were
more.
like, why does he have all the imagery of Cascado and all this shit? And I'm like, well, Atlantis does have a lot of connections to these
But
cultures
no
and
more.
stuff. Like, I'm
No
just kinda,
more.
I'm
They
like,
were serenading her down in the fucking Atlantis area.
I don't know why they
Be my
needed,
queen.
I don't know why they needed to do that since Atlantis essentially is a fictional fucking place.
Oh, because I killed all the people.
But whatever,
Oh, this place.
Now
This
he's got
water.
one wing.
It's such
He's
pristine.
gonna fly in circles.
You know what I am
Sorry,
waiting
spoiler
on now?
alert.
The water is
You know what I
so
am waiting
pristine.
on now? It's going to be, as far as Black Panther, the whole Black Panther Captain America game that's about to come out. That's
Yes.
set in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be dope.
Yes, it will. It looks very promising.
I'm like, okay. As long as the gameplay is good, this could be really, and it has some good writing behind it, this could be great.
Unlike this
We're
Captain
going to see
America 4.
T'Chaka.
When or if it ever apparently comes out.
Man.
We got Harrison Ford finally, but it's like
Now Anthony Mackie.
Captain America 4.
Now Anthony Mackie.
He's gonna be the Red Hulk. He's the president, and if they don't have the famous line from Harrison Ford said by him, it's a lost shot.
I
Get off my plane!
I don't like the idea of Harrison Ford in anything like that.
That's only. He's
I mean,
the only guy
Aliens
left.
and Aliens was great, wasn't it?
He's the only guy left, man.
I'm like, bro, I don't want to see him in this kind
He's
of
an old guy. They could have got Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott's a little slender for the role.
Okay, but it's
He's just
Dalton
gonna
Serum.
turn into Hulk.
And
but he can revert.
Harrison Ford isn't.
He can revert.
Harrison Ford ain't putting on 20 or 30 pounds of muscle for this role.
I mean,
He's old.
But he,
My problem,
Indiana Jones.
my problem with it is like, I just want Harrison to commit, and I don't know if he will.
but
Obviously, he didn't want to do it for Han Solo, and they wrote him out the movies. I was like, great, fine, awesome.
hold
Get him
on.
out of
To
here.
answer
I
Chris's
felt the
question.
same way about Bill Murray with Ghostbusters.
Hold on.
Get
To
him
answer
out of
Chris's question, does Sam Elliott look more like I can't remember his name, William Rush, or does Harrison Ford look more like William Rush? Oh no, William Hurt. My bad.
Yeah, I know, just a mustache, basically.
Sam Elliott looks like
His
Thunderbolt
his
Ross.
stash and he even played a fucking general back in there was a war movie he used to play in,
He looks
and
like
he had the
Thunderbolt
flat
Ross.
top just like Hulk.
He looks like Ross.
Yeah.
He
But
looks
does
And
he
he's
look like
more-
William Hurt?
And I feel
Who
like
the
he'd be
fuck is
cheaper.
Batman?
William Hurt is the original General Ross.
The guy who died.
Oh,
He just named.
you don't need them to make him look like the fucking old actor.
Yeah, but
We
you
need
know,
him to look like the
MCU
comic character.
MCU, they're going with this whole.
We need them to look like the comic
Well,
character. Fuck
But
that.
they pick and choose their continuity.
I know. I want him to look like General Ross. Sam Elliott fits the role. Harrison Ford with a mustache.
And Sam Elliott would be cheaper.
Yeah, yes, that too.
But Disney,
And again,
Harrison
like I
Ford-
said, is Harrison Ford going to fucking commit to the role? That's my problem.
well, I don't.
That is my issue.
And they do
More than
not
anything.
need to kill off the Red Hulk in just this one tiny little film.
Is he going to want to do this again in the future?
Well, they can't
Thunderbolts,
kill
were
him
they call
off.
the Thunderbolts for him?
No,
Oh,
Thunderbolts for the crew.
That's my problem with casting a Harrison Ford. Is his commitment to the role.
Well, they're gonna have. They're obviously gonna
He's
have.
going to be in for future movies. Is he going to want to do another movie?
They're obviously gonna have a 3D act. You know, motion capture actor. So all he's really gonna be doing is voice acting at the end of the day.
But he's still gonna have to act in the parts where he's not being the Hulk.
You see
That's what I'm
the
talking
Bruce
about.
Banner guy. He has to wear all that gear and
Mark
shit.
Ruffalo, yeah.
And he's wearing all that gear.
Yeah.
Damn sure Harrison Ford would be like, man, I'm too old for this
Yeah,
shit.
he's not gonna want to.
And then what if he dies? No offense, like, and you
And
have to recast the recast.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want Ford in there because I don't know his commitment to it.
I mean, we got 3 Hulks.
Well, She-Hulk's got a recast too now. Because they fired old girl.
What?
Did they fire him?
Yeah.
They fired the lawyer version, not the girl who portrayed the actual She-Hulk. Because that was an actual woman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I
And if
didn't know
if you
that.
got the mommy issues, check her out.
I didn't know that.
I right here.
Yeah, they had a real woman
Because
that
she
was
looks kind
built
of
out.
like
She
the
does.
face model.
Yeah, they did just like they do with the Hulk, but no, they actually had a stand-in person
Oh, okay.
to do like a body scan and such.
Okay.
That's all
That's
true.
cool.
She was American.
That's cool. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say they can't get a better actor. Actress, they obviously can. But that sucks. I thought she was great as Jennifer.
She was, but it's her outside.
Yeah, she has other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they're just like, you know what?
She definitely.
He just did a show.
She definitely didn't endear herself to the fan base. I understand because fan base was being really nasty
They were
about that
toxic
show.
as fuck too. Yeah, it was a good show.
I tried to argue that to my boys because they were like,
It was
"Well, I
a
didn't
good
like the show." I was like, "Okay, well, what did you expect from She-Hulk?"
It was accurate as hell from the
Come
comic.
on. This is what I was like, "What do you want? What did you want
Yeah.
from a She-Hulk show?" And they were like, "I mean, something
She was
more
drunk
like
as slut, and she was.
something more like the Hulk." And I'm like,
That was a good she.
"Okay." So, have you guys ever read a She-Hulk comic? No. All right. And then they're like, "Well, what did you want?" Well, I wanted the Jason Byrne run of She-Hulk, which is from the 70s, which is what they portrayed in the show. Breaking the fourth wall, She-Hulk being a lawyer,
She's a woman, and she
or
wants
just,
to stick on
just
the side.
having
Shit.
fun being She-Hulk. That's what I wanted to show. I wanted Ally McBeal with superpowers.
And who
And
better?
I kind of got that.
Yes.
Who better to be a lawyer for the superheroes than?
And she got the
She
boots
hooked
with
at this
Daredevil
point.
too. Like you had Cameo that was teased a little too long, but it came.
Yeah.
And so did she and Daredevil. But
But they didn't like the fourth wall breaking stuff. I'm like that. So She-Hulk trade. She did that
Yeah.
way before Deadpool.
and they created this potentially bring backable character that Kevin bought.
That was
What?
pretty touching.
If
So when
Deadpool
She-Hulk
doesn't do
in
all-
She-Hulk in the final episode, there's a whole big ass thing that happens, and then She-Hulk's like, wait, and she starts talking to the artist because she does it constantly.
goes out of Disney
And she's
Plus.
like, no, this is not how my show ends. So she actually goes to the studio. She talks to the writers. They're like, what are you doing here? And she's
Kevin
like,
Bot.
Yes,
What's a Kevin Bot?
it's Kevin Feige.
It's Kevin Feige. Even has a
Oh,
hat.
okay. I know what you're talking
So
about. I know what you're
basically,
talking
the
about.
one making the decisions about the MCU is the Kevin
I
Feige.
know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
And so she goes to the studio, she fucking finds the Kevin bot, and then she just like starts dropping all these
Like looks at the screen. Hey, what about when the X-Men coming? You know,
and
not.
Kevin's like, no, stop. It was great.
Yeah, they did their thing, and I think they did it very
They teased a
well.
lot of stuff that was gonna happen in the future, which I enjoyed.
Here you go.
But speaking of Marvel, since we're on the subject now,
Yeah.
X-Men.
Did y'all catch that?
I did watch episode 4 earlier.
Are you caught up?
I'm not caught up.
Where have you seen to?
Spoilers don't mind me. The last thing I remember is, but Gene, he said the science is sound.
I love that whole thing. I've seen so many reviews and people talk about it, and it's like, it's so funny. It's like, and I felt bad for Scott because he seemed like such a piece of shit, but he had to like really think about it. Like, yo, what the science says. Don't believe that shit, Scott.
The reviews come, and you're not the dad.
That's what I said last time. I was
She
like,
was mad as hell at this nigga. Like, what? You don't believe that? But the science, son. He got so emasculated in that episode.
and that's what I'm saying. Like I was telling Mike last
I
time,
felt bad
it's like you were like, but you know, he said the science is sound, and I don't know if Eugene or I don't know if this Gene, but at the end of the day, look, we got this baby.
Yeah, man. He tried to keep it real.
Logan never tried to come in and scoop it up, though. He's like, oh, girl's going off.
He did.
He really did.
Not strong enough, though.
No, he did.
He could have had his own play
this
toy.
happened. After they leave the dead meter room, they have that whole thing with Morpheus fuck trolling
Yeah.
Gambit. He's like, oh man, they're booking so many hours.
He
Rogan's really working on his stamina with the new boss. I was like, he's trolling the shit out of me.
Yeah, he was.
So Gambit burns off, and then Morph's like, whoa, Logan, what are you gonna do? He's like, I gotta see about a redhead.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, he's
this
like
fuckboy ass nigga, bro. And then he tries to convince G, like, hey, Scott's with the old girl.
Go mine right now. All right. He's got a kid with her. He loves her.
And as soon as she fucking saw that and she snapped out of it, she was able to control her power. She senses Scott.
Scott's in trouble. He's like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I seen that part.
That got blocked me so hard, bro.
He did. I was like, that was his moment.
Scott
that
would
was
be
his
getting
moment.
his ass
She was in, reading through all the memories and thoughts. She saw deeper than ever. But, I said Scott. Fuck Scott.
Scott rolls right through. How the fuck? You're not even here for her to get her powers back, and the first thing that happens when she gets them back is your bitch ass gets beat up.
Basically, you got a Finbot that wants to take you out of all your trouble and responsibilities and take you to the almost promised land.
Man.
Go live your best.
So,
I can't be around here for this decision.
Episode 4 is they do like an old school Saturday morning cartoon thing where it's like 15 minutes, one episode.
Supposed to be Mojo?
Yeah.
So
Motendo.
It's there's a Mojo clip, and it's the first 15 minutes is the Mojo episode, and the second 15 minutes is the Storm episode. So the Mojo episode, basically, it's Jubilee's birthday. She's just turned 18. She's trying to celebrate. Magneto's being a dickhead. Like,
dude, Magneto was dropping those stepdad bombs.
Bro, he was like,
Gambit come in trying to give Rogue some coffee and shit, right? And then Magneto finesses it with some metal spoons, bringing 3 spoons of sugar in there.
Yeah, he's like, Gambit's like, hey, Cher, got a da-da-da-da for you. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet of you, Gambit. But the boss already got me. And he's like, and then Magneto pulls some fucking...
He just sitting there slide to the chair.
It's not like 3 spoons of sugar. It's literally 3 separate fucking spoons of sugar. He's like, oh, 3 sugars, right? And he just pours them in one at a time into a cup. And then Gambit trying to do some slick shit on it.
He's like,
well, if you taking orders, boss, I'd like a cappuccino. He's like, I'm not, but I am giving orders. I was like, oh damn, this nigga is just.
It is cold.
There's a lot of dick measuring going on here, bro.
Know what I know about Gambit now? Keep fucking with me, Magneto. I'll blow this whole fucking room. Keep fucking with me. I'll excite every atom in the air around you in your fucking lungs.
So then they're just talking about Jubilee's birthday.
Hold on. Did you know he could do that shit with his eyes?
He can just control kinetic energy.
I didn't know he could do it with his eye. Well, yeah, I mean...
That's why they've always been red.
Yeah, I didn't know that. He's charging shit the whole fucking time.
But this Gambit can't do all that wild shit. Yeah. If he gets the piece of his brain that was removed back in the
not all stuff, but he can still charge
There's a Gambit episode.
He can charge shit with his eyes.
Kind of like externally yours back in the day. Mm-hmm. But there's an external nod in the later show titles.
Yeah.
So I think Gambit's going to get his sooner or later.
I would love to see them showcase a full power Gambit on the show, but I don't think they will.
Animation is the way to go.
Or like at least show like
save the money.
I think it's Sunspot. It might not be Sunspot. I forgot the actual.
Yeah, the new guy.
No.
You told Ultimate Gambit.
Not somebody, but the Gambit that doesn't have the piece of his brain removed.
I'm sorry. Yes,
I forgot his name. You know, it'd be really great. They would do in the show, and I know they won't. So there's the Gambit that exists like in the future.
Solar flare or some shit like that.
So Gambit can control kinetic energy.
He can walk on the sun. His ultimate form can walk on the sun.
He could walk on the sun. He could like literally charge the Earth, and that's how he destroyed his Earth.
He can walk through time.
So there is a Gambit that exists in like Bishop's timeline, and it's the same fucking Gambit.
That's the Gambit he's hunting.
You find out that Gambit essentially is mortal because of his whole kinetic energy manipulation thing. So there is a Gambit that exists at the same time in every timeline, at once, congruently.
Mm-hmm. That's the one Gambit. That's the one.
Bishop was sent back in time to get him.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do much on that subject for those episodes, but they did enough if you dive into the comics.
Yeah, if you know from the comics, you're like, oh shit.
Why does this guy have to jump in?
He's trying to get that guy, but
this one's
our Gambit isn't that guy.
Yeah, not yet.
Yet, and technically he won't ever be because
he's been working with the X-Men.
That Gambit exists in that timeline.
Yeah. This
Gambit is separate but the same. It's weird.
And especially now since Bishop is total.
So Jubilee and Squad, right?
Yes, back to the
Magneto drops his "go fuck yourself" to Gambit lines, and then they basically go back to Jubilee getting a little teed off that Magneto told her, "No, you need to hone your powers better. There could be a sinister."
We're not having a birthday celebration.
Yeah, you shut it all down. Nobody having a birthday party.
Oh wow.
Even 18, he didn't care. Oh, was it? And Morph shot that line to Magneto.
Oh,
bro.
So Morph,
In the dick that he's
Morph is arguing with Magneto, and so he does one of his dickhead things, and he's like, "Well, somebody's dad didn't get them a bike on their 16th birthday."
Oh wow.
And then Magneto's like, "My parents were killed when I was a child." Of course, he's talking about the Holocaust, and Morph's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, Morph just like, "Oh."
I love what they're doing with this show because remember before they never referenced it, but now on this show they constantly have Magneto remind everybody, "Hey, I was alive during the fucking Holocaust. Yeah. I'm Jewish." He keeps reminding me.
Okay. Morph hasn't turned into Magneto, so he doesn't know.
One thing that they don't really
he knows because Magneto keeps fucking reminding everybody.
Well, now, yeah.
But it was a moment that he delivered. This was just after the fucking bombs that he gave Gambit, and he was just, "Hey man, it's at breakfast table. Who's getting breakfast? I got some for you."
Serving everybody. I'm Oprah today.
He's like, "You know what I've been dealing with these
I got
years?
tea. I
got bars for everybody. You get a bar. You get a bar. Everybody gets bars."
I've been dealing with quick-witted motherfuckers like Pyro, Toad, Mystique, Sabretooth. These ain't no just slouches now. These are quick-witted motherfuckers.
In this episode, you watched it, right?
Yes. So
did you see Mystique?
In the flashback, yeah, when they teased it.
I didn't even know it. She had a whole half of an episode for her.
What are you talking about?
I'm going on a limb here, and I'm saying this Forge is Mystique.
I don't think that.
You don't think that? Did you see the pictures that are on his wall when they did the little pan over? You saw the X Factor squad, right? Behind the X Factor.
I know you're talking about the Doctor. And
both of them.
The Doctor's supposed to be Mystique.
Not just the Doctor, but the other gentleman that's on the side. The
Bastion.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be Mystique. That's if they do introduce Master Mold. Well, not
the guy who's got the Master Mold brain.
If we see Nimrod again,
yes,
maybe we'll have a Bastion reveal. I don't think we're gonna get.
I thought they were working up to Nimrod.
I think that was a Bastion tease, and that's all. I think that's all it's gonna be. He might be in the next season, but I don't think we're gonna see him this Forge. But the Doctor, I know what you're talking about because Mystique, essentially most likely killed the guy and was taking his place. I think that was just there to show that he worked with him in the past.
He knew a lot. He might have worked with him when it was actually him before Mystique.
I think though, because I was watching a video earlier talking about this, that this whole thing that Storm is experiencing currently is going to be an illusion.
Well, the Till Death Do part. I mean, the comics. Yeah, this is or Forge is.
Forge is probably still working on her, and she doesn't realize it. When she woke up, she didn't really wake up. Yeah. She's probably still in the machine right now.
Well, Forge makes a little deal with the deities too, though, when he came back from the war with his people. So this could be
that as well. So it's either going to be real, and this is a real demon, this actual spirit that forced him.
You watch this whole thing, it's not for nothing.
It's going to be a
She wakes up in the little power thing and has her powers back.
Yeah. So I think that's where we're going to go. I don't think they're going to make it that weird. I think they're going to have it like that, and you're going to be thinking, "Oh, this is real," and then she's going to wake up.
The last
What's a Motendo episode? Let's get to that.
Yeah, sorry, the Motendo one was great. The only thing was weird in the whole episode for that was this random ass, brand new Sega Genesis looking thing appeared in a room, and she's in an area that things just don't happen. I'd be going, "Hey, Magneto." This
no. They did cover that because.
She said
Rob said earlier that they had surprises for her. So she was expecting a gift. So when she sees this thing that looks like a Sega Genesis with an X-Men game, remember the old X-Men game for Sega Genesis? It's in the fucking Sega right there. And she's like, "Oh, they got me a game system. Let's play." And it's her and Roberto. They're
She's chilling in the room on her 18th birthday alone.
With this other, also 18, 19-year-old kid. He might be older. I don't know.
I'm calling 20. I don't know why.
I feel like
not legal yet, but just in the gray area.
I feel like he might be legal. They did go to the nightclub. He got in. The X-Men snuck in. He was already there.
Okay, but he also has money too.
It's a nightclub in the 90s. He could be underage and get in, but I feel like he's probably older than Jubilee. Okay. Maybe about 1 or 2.
I mean, she's legal now, so it don't even matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he's probably older than her by like a year or 2. It's not a lot. I do like the Gen X stuff we're getting. We're getting, Sunspot. We got Jubilee. Maybe we'll see Emma Frost be a good guy. I don't know. I hope we get some more Generation X members. Technically, no. Nightcrawler's with Excalibur.
Yeah.
Forge is with X Factor.
Nightcrawler's supposed to be coming back though.
Yeah, the original voice actor too.
I can't wait for Nightcrawler to come back. That's my guy. That's my favorite X-Men. But yeah, so it turns out that Mojo somehow they have the worst security system. I see this in another review, and they were like, "Bro, their security system ain't shit." How the fuck did Mojo sneak an entire game system?
They would have been Stripe came in and did her little materializing thing with her hands.
Spiral?
I'm sorry, Spiral. And put it
Oh,
there.
yeah. I was listening to a podcast. What was it? One of the comics podcast, Top 10, and it's a Sabretooth Top 10. And one of the abilities that she exclaimed was his senses, and was like he picked up on an intruder in the fucking X Mansion before any of the security or the other mutants did. So she was like, either he's really great at what he does, or the security system in the X Mansion is just horrible.
It's just bad writing.
I mean, it barely holds down Juggernaut for 2 seconds.
It's just bad fucking writing. What I did like though was
you're right, because Juggernaut just walks off the street and
smashes
the wall.
I love when the glitch is happening in the game, and then Mojo's like, Spiral, I told you to fix this, and she's like, this is what happens when you fire tech support. He's like, they got fired because, well, he actually killed them.
Yeah.
They got killed because they didn't fix the glitch, and she's just pissed off because she's having to fucking, and she got her 6 arms going to work and shit, and she's typing all fast. And the whole episode, she's just getting tired of Mojo's shit. Because now she's...
Where's Long Shot?
Not in this episode at all.
And they teased Dazzler too.
Yep. They gave Dazzler a little nod.
He gave Dazzler a nod. He's like, I would have had Dazzler for this show, but she's doing another thing.
Deadpool 3.
I love also that Mojo was just constantly just the shitty promoter fucking personality. It was down to a T. Like Jubilee's like, you lost weight? And he's like, oh, you noticed. And he's using all this fucking super hip slang and shit. It's
had a nip, had a tuck.
Perfect.
Yeah, 90. It was a real 90 reference.
Yes, it was very 90s. It was great. I was like, they captured Mojo like perfect.
They have another form of Mojo where he actually has legs and he's cut up.
Yes.
I forget the title of it, but he's a Mojo.
Mojo 2. I just saw a review reference it.
It was like X-Force.
But it's great. We get to meet a older Jubilee in this simulation. There is a digital version of Jubilee that's like her, like as an old woman.
Gray hair and all. But it's the original voice actress too.
Yes, and that was a cool thing. So they brought the original voice actors back, and the episode really had a lot of like messages, like kind of like, "Hey, it's nostalgia's cool,
but you gotta grow up, kids.
You gotta grow up, kids."
Yeah, they're definitely looking at the fan base of Marvel. The
so they were really pushing that in the episode, and she literally has a speech to Jubilee about that. It's a little bit more subtle in the storm.
Can't play video games your whole life.
The storm part of the episode, but the Jubilee had like a whole fucking message to herself. And then we get to see Jubilee with stronger powers because Jubilee, she's doing all kinds of wild shit. She's like skating on the ground with her powers.
Firework blades.
She's summoning like blades.
Destructiveness looking things.
Yes. She's literally cutting stuff with it. I saw niggas online, they were like, bro, when she started using a fucking Rasengan, I knew these niggas was cooking. Literally, her and the other Jubilee charged like a...
Yeah, they lock hands and they just...
They charged like a giant Rasengan. I was like, that's straight out Naruto. Y'all niggas is not...
Y'all are in trouble.
Y'all are just stealing the homework, bro.
Man.
Stealing the homework. And then the younger Jubilee, this is straight out of fucking Naruto, bro, where Naruto gives his son the Rasengan, the big one, and hey, go get him. Go... Still the whole flow, bar for bar. That's exactly what the fuck happened, bro. I was wild, and I was like, that's crazy, man. They just biting for real, bro. They don't give a fuck, man.
And they got approved already for 2 more seasons.
I see that.
Season 2 had already been approved, and then they just announced earlier, a couple of days ago or something, that season 3 got greenlit, so they're writing season 3 now as well, which is great. I fucking love it. The show has had a great reception. It's been fairly positive. There's been some people kind of poking holes in certain things here and there, but
things are moving. some of these topics, and finally we're getting characters that deserve like they used to do, like the 2 or 4 part episodes.
I feel like season 2 will be better for that. I think they wanted to keep it succinct for season 1 because they didn't know how it was going to be received.
That's fair.
Which is fair.
But 9 episodes, though, like this is a classic.
I mean,
hey man, you got to be careful.
Streaming services.
It's exactly that too.
But by the time we have 3 seasons, it's going to be the length of one original season.
Streaming services just aren't like bringing in the money like they used to. And I mean, you look at Netflix. I mean, they really stepped their game up as far as getting shows now. A lot of anime.
Squid Game comes out soon.
A lot of good anime on Netflix right now. Great stuff. I'm waiting for the next season of Castlevania. That's gonna be amazing. But,
what about The Witcher? Oh, never mind.
Man.
I mean, they pissed off, the guy who could have carried that franchise into the future.
Yeah, he liked the passion of the character. He liked.
He's doing Warhammer now, so fuck it. You know, nerds are happy.
That and MCU's hollering out. I hope for Mr. Sinister.
Henry Cavill? Is this
Absolutely. Look how he did The Witcher.
He would be good.
Pasty white already and everything. That doesn't matter.
He would be good though.
Either him.
I'd like to see him as a villain too. Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's what I'm saying. And he's got the stature. I mean, he's gonna wear a cape and shit, but he's got the jaw and the neck.
I mean, if you want Mr. Sinister to look like Jack, yes.
Why the fuck not?
I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, he kind of is.
He's always been kind of.
He's supposed to be the peak of human.
He's always been conveyed that way, so I don't have a problem with it. If they wanted to do more of a less kind of like, if what's his name, Cumberbatch wasn't doing Doctor Strange, I could see him playing Mr. Sinister. Just be a slimy motherfucker. Yeah. Yes, he'd be great at it. We've seen an evil Doctor Strange.
Yeah, we've seen a glimpse of that.
So I was like, yeah, they could do Sinister if they wanted to go that route.
I think that was a home run though with him as Strange.
Oh man, he's perfect. He plays the whole arrogant fucking.
Yeah, he's full of himself.
Yeah,
shit.
so good.
That's great.
So good. He's great as Doctor Strange. I gotta watch him in the Sherlock Holmes show. I heard that's really
good. Yes,
that's why the Infinity Saga is just so.
Speaking of that, I can't wait for the new Doctor Strange. That's
perfect.
Wait.
He's gonna get his new girl. Finally. You can forget about
his future wife.
Clea.
Yeah, he's gonna hook up her now. Oh, who's your dad? Oh, fuck.
Dormammu.
I hope the writing.
Dormammu.
Well, yeah, it's him. Oh, I know. Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
I came to parlay.
I escaped somehow. Oh, yeah, I had to give it away. It's a whole long story.
Oh, word? You don't got time some more? Oh, you want to parlay now, bitch?
Oh man.
The only way you beat me was with that. You had to go against every book in your fucking sanctum.
I got real superpowers now. Nigga, let's go.
He did give it away. He did.
You can conjure up a hand and a spear and shit.
Speaking of Doctor Strange,
like
even though Doctor Strange isn't in it, actually no, I think he is. Did you ever watch the King Vader, Ghost Rider versus Blade?
I haven't finished it yet.
It's so good. It's so good. They have a guy. It's a pretty chunky dude playing Doctor Strange in that. He's not that bad though. I did like his portrayal of Strange. It's more kind of eccentric.
Okay,
it's not bad. Honestly, Vader is killing it with these short films, man. You know who King Vader is?
I've heard the name,
bro. His short films are excellent for somebody just doing independent films.
He got a great team.
Yes, he has an excellent team, and he's done stuff for Netflix. He did like a Witcher short that was really good. What was the other one he did for Netflix? He did
Karate Kid.
Was it Karate Kid? He did like 2 or 3 for Netflix.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yes. He had already been doing Cowboy Bebop stuff, but then he did
one. But the
one
from Netflix,
the Netflix
he did.
one was
Oh my god!
I was so mad because I was like, "This is so good," but the show is like so bad.
That's what I heard the consensus
was. I was hurt because the Vader fucking Netflix short for Bebop is fucking amazing. He had did it way before the show was like on the platform too. That's what made it worse. It was like this is like older too. Like Jesus, and this guy doesn't have nearly the budget they have for the show. It's fucking wild, man.
Sometimes cheaper is better.
He's one of the
It makes you more innovative.
It's funny because I remember seeing a dude talk about DreamCon out here in Waco, and he was like, bro, he was talking about somebody who was a streamer, and is a chick that was streaming, and there's a dude that she's dating that's well known as well, and she got caught cheating on a DreamCon. And he was like, bro, I would never bring my fucking girl to DreamCon. It's like the black YouTuber all-star game out there. What the fuck? I would never do that shit. And I thought about that shit. I was like, yeah, bro. Because I didn't see footage of DreamCon. Bro, yes. All the fucking popular black YouTubers and streamers are there, cosplayers, all that shit. and they be having crazy after parties and stuff. I would never bring my chick out there. Fuck that.
Oh, you make how much? Okay.
Not even that, bro. It's like, oh, I love your fucking content. Next thing you know, their
there's
chick's fucking bent over the bathroom. The dude who was saying this was like, bro, the shit I have seen at DreamCon, bro. Like, in bathrooms, hotel rooms, all kinds of shit. No, bro, I would never bring my chick out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love your fucking Twitch streams. Next thing you know.
Twitch says yes.
Yes, exactly. So, no, sir. No, sir.
You Twitch for real, for real.
On the bed.
I would never put myself in that situation and get fucked over like that.
Especially
You going to this now without me? Exactly. You are not allowed to go at all. I'll take all the pictures on social media and send them to you.
Well, let me ask y'all these.
Please, sir. Snake?
Who the fuck does not have their fucking own? See, this is unprofessional shit.
My phone is never on silent, bro. Emergencies happen. Yeah, I get important fucking phone calls sometimes.
Hey, I understand. Hey, but Cat Williams or Kevin Hart, though?
Cat, all day.
out of like
We
funny.
talking about just funny? Yeah, cat.
Yeah, cat.
Cat Williams, okay.
Absolutely.
Making sure.
And honestly, morally, seems like a more decent person than Kevin. I'm sorry. Kevin has
Yeah,
snake-like qualities.
Too much Dwayne Johnson time.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Said something wrong. There's too much Johnson in there. Spends a lot of time around Johnson.
Oh, bro. Speaking of that, man, just real quick, I was talking to my homegirl earlier, bro, and I just casually mentioned that, I've been sitting there chilling and doing this and do that, and I was like, I've been watching wrestling. And bro, she just like lit up real quick and was like, "Have you seen The Rock?" I was like, "Oh my god, here we go." And then she said, "Cody." I was like, "Okay, she's just talking about what happened." I thought she was about to go in on, "Oh my god, The Rock." I was like, "Nigga, I want to hear this shit."
1998, all over.
Yes, I was like, "Bro, I lived through this before. I'm not gonna hear this shit again." Jesus. This is back when the nigga was younger and didn't have wrinkles. Oh, no, bro. I don't want to hear this shit.
You didn't have no veins.
I don't have any references to The Rock on here, but I do have Diddy references. So, knowing we or not even knowing we know now, but the information that's in the zeitgeist now.
Right.
Diddy or Michael Jackson? Who should we have gone after, or who should we go after?
Diddy.
Yeah, Michael.
Every time someone brings up Michael, I'm like, bro.
Diddy did that on his own cognizance. Michael was born into some crazy ass shit that we don't even probably know the half of.
I'm like, every time someone brings up the Michael thing, I'm like, okay. Yes, where there's smoke, there's fire. But every case he's been tried on, he's been acquitted. Yes, he settled on stuff, but everyone knows you settle on big fucking cases just to get it out the way.
You got life.
When you're that famous, you just do that. Also, anytime someone he's settled with, they come out later and be like, we were lying. Every fucking time. Every time. Always on list for Epstein. Nigga, a lot of people are on that list.
I think he just wanted to really make kids go have the chance that he did.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah,
I can never know. He's had people speaking on his behalf. There's been no fucking proof. There's literally just been cases and then
said he made Thriller.
So at this point with it, I don't want to defend him anymore. I'm just like, you know what?
He's gone.
I just want the man to fucking rest in peace, bro. I'm not gonna speak on it. Like, just I hate hearing his name get brought up, bro. I'm not gonna defend any of this shit. I'm just like, hey man, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. If you don't like him, but I just don't want to talk about him because the man is dead, bro. Just let the man stay dead. We enjoyed his fucking music and leave it at that.
Diddy or Cosby?
Ooh.
Slimier.
So again, another thing, and I've said this about Cosby before. I'm like, I just personally don't feel, I'm not discounting any of these victims, but I personally don't feel that a guy who was not the fucking man he was in the 80s, he was not as famous as he was in the 80s, a guy in the 60s and 70s could not have gotten away with raping that many white women and not have gone to jail. I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe Cosby was that fucking well connected back then to get protected. If it was Cosby in the fucking 80s getting away with this shit, okay. I'd be like, you know what? I can believe that.
Yeah, not back in the
Back then,
70s even.
in that time period, he was the man. But think of the 70s, especially the 60s. I'm like, what? This dude was doing blaxploitation movies. They would have thrown this nigga under the jail. I don't believe that shit, man.
Speaking of Cosby, in Back to the X-Men, they had in the towards the end when Mojo's speaking with Jubilee, right, about trying to con her in to staying in the video game world.
Okay.
He's throwing out all the drama that's going on in the X-Mansion,
and that was great.
And they even cameoed in a different world.
So he does like a bunch of plays on 90s shows, and he's like,
Divorce Court.
all the stuff that's going on with the X-Men is so passe, and it's like Scott and Jean, it's like Scott and Jean Divorce Court, and then it's like X-Men changing, and it's like a different world, and it's like the X-Men cast, and then there was the what was the other one?
Was it a different show?
It was Different World, Divorce Court, and then what was the other show? It was I think it was Days of Our Lives.
Yes, with Magneto being the problem with games.
No, it was Who's the Boss?
Who's the boss?
So Magneto, Xavier, and then it's like Scott, and then I think it was Morgan. And it was them like doing the Who's the Boss pose, and it's like, and now Magneto's the big boss. It was like, he did that first, and then he did a Divorce Court, and then he did a Different World. It was funny as shit.
And tell me, like he said, with Mojo's voice actor and every delivery was, definitely an easy callback to the original.
Man, I gotta watch the episode.
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of references to old X-Men video games, the Genesis game.
They had the arcade. You know, the big
game.
block one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had that in the show.
They had a whole
in the
thing.
style of Cinderella blowing up?
Yeah.
That was the same blow up from that video game?
They did like a whole thing where it's like 2D Jubilee, like in the game, and she's like fighting the Sentinels. And it looks like a video game and shit. She has like a life bar and everything.
Yeah, and they did the Matrix calls.
They show the character select screen from the X-Men game.
From that arcade big one?
Right.
Where you had to select through like Cyclops, Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Squad.
There's a Matrix reference.
Dazzler bounced out of that screen. Like she showed up and then they pulled her out and they replaced her with Jubilee. Yeah.
Because there were a lot of glitches in the scene.
Because Dazzler was in that game.
Every time they would show like stuff in the video when they were in the video world, there was constantly glitches happening.
They had a phone booth that they got pulled through by the glitch Jubilee, like in the Matrix. You know,
they see the phone booth, they get a phone call, they put their ears to it, and they get teleported through the phone. It's just like the Matrix.
And that whole, if you die in here, you die in real world.
Mojo makes a reference to that. Well, if you die in here, I don't want to be grim, but steaks. And then that's how he says. I was like, okay, they gotta keep it PG-13, so they can't say I'll kill you, but steaks. It's very heavily involved.
And he blinks. He gets the Starfire. I'm drawing a blank right now. Sunspot. When Sunspot takes some damage, he's glitching and blinking like an 80s villain would on a video game. And then he gets an extra life.
Bunch of
in an X circle like they used to have in the Game Gear game.
Like a green X. Like, oh my god, it's extra life.
Right.
It's like, this was abundantly obvious when he tells tell the audience what this is.
She has to fight Boss Magneto. That was great.
What?
There's like a digital version of Magneto.
Like the final boss?
Yes. Just like you did in the original arcade game with Magneto.
Digital Magneto.
So his Versace vest?
Bro, I wanted him to say, I'm Magneto, master of magnets so bad. He just says, I'm Magneto. I'm like, fuck, he didn't say the line.
Do the roar.
I am Magneto, master of magnets. Magnetism, nigga? Oh, Jesus, this script is horrible. Did not say that, though. We didn't get the master of magnet line. Die! Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. So it was solid. It felt like a filler episode. The Storm one didn't, but the Jubilee one just kind of.
I think when they did everything, they were like, we can't make 2 or make 3 episodes of the Storm thing, but we want to dedicate the saga correctly.
So it was nice that they put some time with Jubilee so she'd have some shine.
And now she's 18. They finished the episode with them getting out of the Nintendo world and throw a little makeout party on the bed. Oh, wow. Fade to black mode. Yeah, either something went down on her 18th birthday or it's gonna elude and keep
insinuations,
going. Right? Oh, absolutely. Steaks.
PG-13, bro.
Cheeks.
They didn't do anything.
No, they definitely didn't.
But. The last thing I want to point to is that I kind of noticed the other day is Magneto, right?
Yeah.
You know, the classic Magneto, we got the helmet on and shit.
Oh, classic Magneto, okay.
Right. Professor Xavier leaves, My nigga Magneto,
He don't need that.
He can't find the helmet no more.
Well, he don't.
I mean, he can find it. I'm sure it's metal, but shit.
No, he has it at the mansion. He shows Rogue it in one of the.
Yeah, he holds it up and.
Oh, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, when he went to go touch her hand to show that they can touch.
He brought it with him.
Just in case the shit pop off.
I mean, Jean Grey's in the house. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like you need to keep that on standpoint, especially since she's been the Phoenix.
Would that protect her from Jean Grey? Would that protect her from Jean Grey?
For her more psychic powers, but not the rest of them.
Yeah, well, Jean Grey, not her other personas, because they do everything. Even she joked at him about it. Oh, you can do metal, but I can do everything.
Oh.
We got about 30 seconds left.
Yep. Well, it's your boy Karmic Dez. It
is your boy Hook at the Retro Gaming Dojo on all social media platforms.
And Chris.
Bet.
There's Chris.
Catch y'all next time.
Catch y'all later.
Be safe.
The theme music.